Hey there YouTube, it's Turkey Fleece here again, and I thought I might bring you a comparison between the Apple EarPods and the Monster iSport Immersion Livestrong Edition, which you can get on Amazon right now for about $50. So they're in pretty close price range. These are about $30, these are about $50 now. So let's get into this. They both do come with a case. The Apple EarPods come with a hard, clear plastic case with a white backing and an Apple logo. Very simple. Very nice, specifically engineered for these headphones. The iSport Immersions come with one of these little leatherish pouches with the clasp, and it says Monster on it, the athlete's headphone, trademark, iSport, and the little Monster logo tag here in silk, I think, and iSport, whatever, however many times it's on there. So let's go ahead and take these out. The iSports are yellow, as they are Livestrong, the Livestrong edition. And obviously the EarPods are white. I've never seen any Apple headphones that are another color unless you get a cheap rip-off or something. I saw an iFrog's headphone with like the same design as these, complete rip-off of Apple. But yeah. Now, the iSport cable tends not to tangle very much, and that is due to the flat cable. It does have a flat linguini style cable. It is not nearly as wide as something like the Beats by Dr. Dre Tour, old version, but it is enough. It's more like the Skullcandy Inked 2. That's what I would compare it to, although this wire is heavier and a little stiffer. Much higher quality too. That's what Monster Cable is known for. Monster is Monster Cable. They're known for their high quality and sometimes overpriced cables. But like I saw a 4-foot HDMI cable at Meijer for $20. That's ridiculous. But this is a round wire which will tangle up like crazy if you leave it in your pocket. I recommend using this case every time you put them away. But, yeah, it's still a good cable. Apple headphones are known for being, like, indestructible. So, as far as the connectors, the iSport have a right angle gold-plated jack, while the EarPods have a straight silver-plated jack. So, I mean, a little bit different. This will not fit in all cases. This is a pretty shallow jack, and this one will go in any case. So the jack does go to the EarPods because it'll fit in anything. How about the fit and comfort? The fit and comfort definitely go to the EarPods. These are going to work for you pretty much no matter who you are or what kind of ears you've got. Pretty much these are probably going to work for you if you're listening for 45 minutes or less, I would say. Some people might be able to wear them longer. It might be like an ultra-perfect fit for them for a long time. But the problem with the iSports is that, for one thing, you have these ear hooks, which are fragile. If you're not careful and you just pull on this rubber part right here, it will rip right there. That is a weak, and that's a breaking point right there. This will rip. I've had that happen on the ones that fit me perfectly, which really sucked. Not to mention, this little thing here which holds the ear tip, it moves. They call it the Omni-Tip, and it swivels. So you gotta get that right, and the ear hook right, and it makes for a really awkward time trying to get it into your ear correctly. And a lot of times this thing comes off in my ear because it doesn't hold on here hardly at all. So, I mean, that's just something to consider. You're going to have to take like a minute every time you want to put these things in. These you just pop in and go in a couple seconds. So, and not to mention, if you don't get it in there correctly, and you don't have the right tip, these things are going to be uncomfortable. Although, I will say that they won't pop out very much if you're running. If you're doing jumping jacks or something like that and you have a smaller hook, isn't big enough for your ear, they will fall out. Actually, I had both of these fall out. If you're doing jumping jacks and stuff like that with this cable and remote, like control thing bouncing up and down, these things are going to fall out of your ears, even though they have the hooks. So they are not ones that will stay in your ear no matter what. I know a lot of people say they do, and that probably is true for them, but for me and my personal experience, they don't fit all that great. So, not to mention the tip, one of the tips that I had that fit me just right ripped. I was very upset about that. It was this size, I had it on this one, but now I have to have an extra large on here, and it just doesn't seal quite right. It feels too big. And don't say that's what she said in the comments either, because I know. But, for sound quality, well, actually, first let's talk about these remotes. They're a bit different. Apple remote, they're about the same length with the string reliefs, but the iSport one is much wider. As you can see there, it dwarfs the EarPods one. And this one on the EarPods is the best Apple remote I've seen. And it should be. It was designed by Apple to work with Apple things. But it's extremely responsive, very easy to use, very high quality, feels really solid. I've not tried the microphone on it to test that quality, but I'm sure it's good. They actually did make this bigger than it used to be. It used to be like that big, I think, and really blocky and square. I don't think it had the strain release on it. So this is a big step up. It's really easy to find whatever button you need. So this definitely does win out. This one is hard to press. Takes some effort. Although you can feel which one's what based on the raised cymbals. But the thing is, the adhesive sealing this button on is weak. And this button cover can slide. This is supposed to be waterproof, but I would not take it swimming because it will probably short out because of that. These things are supposed to be completely washable, so I don't know. I tried it once and it cut out for like a day. I was really worried about them. But yeah, this remote is not the greatest. It works when you press it though. It does work when you press it. It just takes some effort. Now, how about the sound quality? I have noticed that the EarPods have more bass than these do. And that hardly makes sense, because these are supposed to seal really nice in your ear and stay in there and all that stuff and get the perfect fit and all that garbage. And they're supposed to have the bass that drives your music or something like that, whatever it says on the box. You know what? I'm just going to look. Actually, no, I'm not, because the box is buried. But they advertise bass that, you know, energizes your music and keeps it going and all that stuff. These don't have all that much bass. They do have some, I will admit that, but they don't have that much. These have a ton of bass. These have a ton. And you wouldn't expect that, because these don't seal your ears at all. It's because of these two little bass ports. And they actually do work. If you cover these up, there's no bass. Same with these up here. You cover these up, no mid-range. No vocals. It's totally bizarre. But these things, they do have a lot of bass. It's pretty decent bass, especially for the money. For $30, that's really good bass. Mid-range quality vocals, I'm going to say, are about equal. And the treble, I might have to give that to the iSports, because these don't have a ton of treble. I wish they had a bit more, but they do work. These are just fine. If you get these with your phone, there's no reason to go out and replace them right away. I mean, yeah, you might want some better headphones sometime, but these will satisfy you for a while. So, I mean, I'm going to have to give the sound to the EarPods. So overall, the overall winner is the EarPods, because they are better headphones in my opinion. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Leave any comments, questions, or concerns in the comment section below. And if you have these, let me know what you think of them. Especially if you have both, tell me what you think are better. So, thanks a lot, guys. See you later.